us to finally have this opening. And I want to first of all thank some special guests that we have here. Of course, the Honorable Mayor Annise Parker, Council Member Jerry Davis, and our legend skateboarders. And I hope I remember all these names. We've got Steve Olson, Lance Mountain, Steve Alba. We've got Jerry Valdez, Chris Stropel, and Wally Inouye. So thank you to all the legends that are here today. Also, I want to thank the Greenspoint Redevelopment Authority and our board, which are Elvin Franklin, Seth Shar, John Cornett, Art Murillo, Herb Baumauer, Steve Head, and Charles Mock. If it were not for this Redevelopment Authority board, we would not be able to do this vision that we were all so excited about. Also our increment partners, which is the City of Houston, Harris County, Aldine School District, Spring School District, and Lone Star College District, and especially the Spring School District, because it's their increment that really pays for the maintenance of this project. When we came up with this vision many years ago, we had hoped that what this would do would be in a venue to attract people from all over the city and all over the state of Texas. But what has happened is this is now attracting people from all over the world. We have skaters coming in from France, Norway, Chile, Alaska, Canada. So it's been a pretty amazing place. And in order to create something like this, you have to have a phenomenal committee. And with that, we were very fortunate with our skateboard committee. And so I'd like for them to stand up and I'd like to introduce them. Our chair is Steve Peltier. And then we have Neil Ratcliffe, Craig Fessler, Mike Neiman, and Frank Garrett. And then two advisors, Barry Blumenthal and Caleb Gonzalez. It was because of their vision that this became much more of a local skate park. They knew the destination. And so with them then we hired Grindline, which is a phenomenal skate design company, skateboard park design company. And they're also the construction company that did the skate park. And I do want to say that most of this concrete was put down during the summer when it was 100 to 105 degrees out here last year. We had their people coming in from all over the United States to work on this park, and we had people passing out working on the park. They had to bring in tents and fans and ice so that they could work on this, and they're truly craftsmen when you see how smooth these bowls are. So thank you to Grindline. In addition, the prime on this was Klotz Engineering, and then we had Spa Glass Construction, who I'd like to thank Miguel, Ferdinand, and Samita, who worked on this project every day. Office of James Burnett did the landscaping, which was Ryan Harrison. And then, of course, Jones and Carter with Kenton and Martin, who worked every day as project manager on this. So really appreciate all of them. We're very fortunate in that when we selected or hired a management team to staff this park and operate it, that we selected Greenspoint Management District to do it, because this is a phenomenal staff that they have here. Trina Dockery, I've known for many years. She's the manager here at the park. And then the staff we have Eric, and we have Alex, and we have Brad, and Dallas, and Mark, and Jimmy, and Chris. And you can have a skate park, but unless you have a great staff, it just becomes a skate park and not a great venue to come and visit and enjoy. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Steve Peltier, who is the chairman of our skate committee.
All right, thank you. Just have a couple of remarks here. First of all, I want to thank Sally Bradford for running this entire project. Without her, none of this would have been possible. Thanks, Sally. And also Neil Ratcliffe for introducing me to Sally and getting me on this project, along with the other guys in the skate committee, because it was a huge privilege and opportunity to work on this. I'd like to thank the mayor and all the other city officials that made this possible. Jerry Davis, I know wouldn't have been, this thing kind of stalled for a little while, and they really got it going again and pushed it over the edge. And I'd really like to thank the legendary skaters that we've got with us today. I got a chance to ride with some of them this morning, and it was fantastic. These guys really lit the fire of skateboarding in America, and I'd like to thank, essentially all the empty pools and handrails and ditches and concrete and steel that's around the world that we've been able to, ride our boards on, which inspired parks like this for us to have essentially for, years and years to come. So again, a big thanks to everyone involved. It's a huge privilege, and this is an excellent opportunity, and it's just incredible that we have this here in Houston, and totally grateful. Thank you.
And now Barry Blumenthal will come and talk a little bit about the park, but also about the Legends Weekend.
This is really cool. I mean, I never would imagine we've had these two killer parks, and that's really what tomorrow is, a skate stock, and it's a cool event because these guys in the 70s, they were as cool as it got. And so skate stock is just about music and art and having fun and skating with friends. So I hope y'all can all come out. It's from 1 to 5. But one thing I did want to say is this month marks 10 years since we started PUSH, Public Use Skate Parks for Houston, and we didn't have anything. It was just a bunch of guys that were just tired of having nothing. And Annise Parker, who was the city controller at the time, she, without her, we couldn't have done the downtown park, and as Mayor Parker, this thing wouldn't have happened. And Sally Bradford, if she doesn't skate, it seems like she does. I think I've seen her in the bowls because she is so passionate. This thing was stuck, and y'all don't know this, but without her passion, we're in the Greenspoint Mall by now. So thank you, Sally. Thank you, Mayor Parker. Come out to Skate Stock.
Councilmember Jerry Davis, who is our district council member, and
Yay, Jerry.
I want to say welcome to Greenspoint. Welcome to Greenspoint. We're in Greenspoint, okay? And yes, some people are laughing and joking because we're fighting a fight to change the image in Greenspoint. And thanks to leaders like, and I'm going to say it, and every time someone comes up to the mic today, you continue to say Sally Bradford. Say Sally Bradford. People are saying I've helped push it, but no, if it weren't for Sally doing the things that she's doing, her and Elvin Franklin coming to the office and having these doctors and lawyers and all the professionals come to City Council on Tuesday public session and tell us, hey, we need a skate park out here. Your children in the apartments in the Greenspoint area need a recreational facility. And so Sally says we have one. We have one to complement the Spring School District where everyone can come out, hit the bowl. Now, I'm not going to do it because I would fall in and hit it hard. But I tried, and it wouldn't go more than 2 inches, and so I stopped. I think I hit the weight limit. But it's an awesome day here in Greenspoint, Houston, Texas, and we're so proud to see each and every one of you out today. Different races, different ethnicities, class structures, and it's one spot where all Houstonians are gathered in a day to have fun. And so I'm proud to represent the city of Houston. I'm proud to represent you. It's good to see one of my old students, lacrosse students across the way, lives downtown, but he's out here in Greenspoint riding a skateboard. So again, it's a place where we're going to be happy, we're happy about, but we're also, Mayor, looking forward to the next 15 acres across the street. So if you don't have a bike, y'all get ready to get a bike because we're doing a bike park across the street. Sally Bradford's doing a bike park across the street.
And I've just been told that I forgot one of our legends, and I am so sorry. It's Pineapple, or Doug Saladino. Sorry about that. And now the Honorable Mayor Annise Parker who has been such a great supporter and such a fantastic mayor.
Very excited to be out here. You know, we actually did the soft launch of this park a while back, but it was difficult to keep people off of it while we were finishing it up. Barry mentioned the creation of Push, and Push is why we have the 2 skate parks we have today. Push launched a lobbying campaign for public officials, and Push launched an education campaign to the business community of Houston about why skateboarding was here to stay, that we needed to recognize it, and skate parks had to be part of the amenities that were available in the city of Houston. When Barry came to me 10 years ago, and I was the city controller, I knew nothing about skateboarding. I am not a skateboarder. My girls aren't skateboarders. But it was clear to me in a little bit of conversation with him how passionate he was, and he opened up a new world for me, and I was happy to get involved and make the first ask for some money, actually from the city of Houston, through what is now the Houston First Corporation, to start the process of what is now our Lee and Joe Jamail skate park in the shadows of downtown. We thought that was an absolute world-class skate park. It's like the little brother of this skate park, like the infant brother of this skate park. But there's been some comments made about how long it took us to go from that one skate park to this one, and I'm gonna own some of that. Sally kept coming to me. I was mayor, and at that point I could make a lot of these decisions and make it happen. But I kept holding Sally off because I said, we're not going to build a park unless we build it to the absolute best we can, and that we have a long-term maintenance agreement, and that it be fully staffed. We're not just going to throw something out there. We're going to make it first class. And I kept sending Sally back and saying, go find more money. Go find more money. And God love her, she did. And look what we have today. And it has to be someplace that's not just about the bowls. It has to be someplace that's cool to be. You see trees that are going to grow up around here. We've got some art we're going to unveil in a little while. Got a nice place with restrooms and other amenities. And then, of course, we have Dillon's Park on the other side, so that differently abled people can be here and enjoy the outdoors and enjoy being in a park. And the juxtaposition of these 2 parks is very important. Jerry Davis spilled the beans just a little bit, but I want to make sure everybody knows this isn't just about having one of the best skate parks. It's always about bigger and better. And I don't know if you can see my shirt. This is an official Spring Skatepark shirt. But it says everything's bigger in Texas. We all know that. But among the things that are going to be bigger and better here is that we will be building a BMX park right across the street so that we can spread the love, spread the culture. It is already in design. We've had the land. It's already in design. We're still looking for someone who wants to put their name on that park with the right amount of money to help us finish it out. But we're not waiting. We're moving ahead because we know that by the time we're ready to break dirt, there will be a title sponsor available that wants to put their name on that BMX park. So, thanks for being out here today. Thanks for sticking with us and having patience. Don't you think it was worth it?
Before I invite our artist Steve Olson up here, I also want to thank the Greenspoint Management District for sponsoring the event today, so thank you very much. Steve Olson is a Hall of Fame inductee skateboarder and is really synonymous with skateboarding for many years. But he's also become a premier artist, and when we talked about putting public art in the park, we said, what better thing to do than to bring a skateboarder artist in here to do a phenomenal piece. So I'm going to ask Steve to come up here and just talk briefly about what his piece means before we unveil it.
Yes, Steve! Hey, I'm Steve Olson. Parker, Mr. Davis. I didn't get to meet them, but the lady really responsible. Hand for Sally Bradford. I came by to check out the park and have a little meeting with Sally from another sculpture thing up in Louisiana, and we looked at the park. It looked like it was going to be amazing, and then it happened from Sally Bradford. But anyway, all it means is it's like the past into the future. Anything is possible. And I'm not going to bore you because I want to go skate. Thanks.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, now we will unveil the sculpture. It's called High Noon.
That's pretty dope.
While they're getting ready for a photo op, I'd like to mention that the U.S. Air Force is out in the center there at a table. They have some great helmets to give away with the U.S. Air Force emblem on the back. So make sure you go by the table and you get a ticket, and you can possibly win a helmet. I think they're going to give them away like at 5:30, 6, and 6:30. So go back to the table to see if your name has been drawn. Thank you for coming out. This has been a fantastic event. Now enjoy some skating. Also, the legends will be over in the community center if you want to get some autographs from them for a while. So they'll probably be there for about 15 minutes. So thank you.
It lands the fakie.